Okay, let's put that away. do, 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 do. So I'm going to start over here. Let's see here. Let's see what this looks like. Play with these colors for a minute. My remote. Ooh, I don't like that. Oops. Blue, maybe? Blue's okay. Yellow? Light blue? Light blue. I think I like purple. I don't think I'm going to like purple. Yeah, no, I don't like purple. We'll go with I think the light blue. I think that looks best. All right. Ooh, 5 people on here. Hey, say hello. Whoever's here. Hey, say hello. Whoever's here. That's weird. So, going to be doing a custom engraving on a charcuterie board or a cutting board. I have a repeat customer who asked me if I could engrave a board for them because their laser won't fit the board. I said, sure. So she sent me the file, and then let me turn this down. Anyway, she sent me the file, and I said, yep, I can do that. Messed around with it in Lightburn, made it work for my laser, and now we're about to engrave it. I wanted to show like the process of what I did here. And I mean, really, honestly, for 20 minutes worth of work, plus laser time, make some decent money. Anyway, so maybe we'll learn something tonight. Hey, Phyllis, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. That's a new name. I like seeing new people. I like seeing my regulars too, but I like it when I have a new name. So, yeah, we're going to be messing around with the laser. Let's take a look at the project here. Can I turn this? Oh, I can. So that there is the cutting board. It was purchased. So this is probably made in China or something. Who knows? And the design they want is going to be right in the center of it. It's a pretty big design. I'll show you guys the design here and the process I went through to make it work in Lightburn. I got to move a couple things. My shop is always a mess. So let's take a look at the computer. Something. Oh, the CNC is finally mostly cleared off. I actually used it. Maybe on Saturday I'll use it again. Got some projects I want to do on there. All right, so I know it's hard to see on the screen. I don't know how to share a screen. I'm not that smart. But here we go. So Lightburn. This is the design she sent me. And actually I'll input or import the original. Move that over. So this is the design that she actually made this. She came up with this. And so this is what she had. And what she wanted was this. So I had to do some trimming, some other adjustments here. So like this line right here isn't supposed to be there. This box is like the cut off for that line. So just the established 1998, and then the feet of the deer, the bear, the bottoms of the trees. Those aren't supposed to be there. But it's just a file, the SVG she sent me. I made sure she sent me an SVG so I could open it right up in Lightburn and make the adjustments I needed to make. So one cool feature with Lightburn, one thing I really like that they've done, actually, let me go ahead. Okay, that's fine. So, for instance, these two guys right here, right? Actually, let's do, yeah, we can merge those two. So, actually, we'll do it this way. Yeah, no, that works. So, there's like the default weld tool, which usually works. Most of the time, it does exactly what you want it to do. But here, if I meld these or weld these up, it actually deleted those. So if you're in Lightburn, you can't figure out exactly what you need to do. Over here, they have this Boolean assistant. You can click to the right of most of the the tools that have a little triangle on it to get other options, and go to Boolean assistant. And here, what you can do is select each of these to find out, oh, which one do I need to select to get what I want? So it was actually doing a subtract when it was welding. What I need was a union. It keeps both the pieces. And there we go. And then the same for the trees. The letters themselves, I actually had to take and unjoin them, ungroup them to get them to do it properly. Now up here is a little bit different. Actually, let me get rid of this pink line because it's not needed. So up here, what I had to do was I actually had to use the trim tool and trim away. Oh, hold on, because these trees and mountains are still a group. There we go. If the trim tool or the welding tool or whatever is not doing what you want to do, it probably means you still have something grouped somewhere. It won't do it to a group. So trim off these bits here. And actually, these I could probably just delete them instead of trimming them. And then I can't trim there. But what I can do is then select this. No, why is that not working? Oh, don't make a liar out of me, because I did this earlier. No, I know what I did wrong. Same problem I had earlier. Okay, so what I really need to trim is these bits down here. Leave the rest. I think that's right. Is that going to do what I want it to do? Nope, it's still not doing. Why is that not doing it? Hold on. I did it earlier. It worked just fine for me earlier. Maybe my order's wrong. Oh, you know why? Because this is still grouped. That's why. Okay, now we can do our trim function. See, I literally just said, if it's not doing what you wanted to do, it's probably because of that trim function. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That, 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 and that. So now, ignoring all this stuff down here, when I take this and put this on a fill layer, all right, now it looks like I want it to do, like I want it to. It looks right down here. Of course, this doesn't look right because I haven't trimmed this yet, but that's all there is to it. Again, if it's not doing what you want it to do, then, well, you probably have something grouped and you shouldn't. So now I can take that and delete that out of here and go to the file I have. Now, the next thing I had to do was center this inside this workspace, and I don't know how to do that. I'm sure there's a button for that somewhere. So what I did was I just drew a box from this corner to this corner, and then made sure this was grouped, and then centered this to the outside box. That centers into my workspace. And the reason I did that is because it's such a large piece and I want to make sure it's perfectly centered. I'm also going, probably you can't see it, maybe you can see it on the screen, I don't know. But on the right-hand side there where I have my laser properties menu, I'm going to start from user origin, which I've selected as the middle, the center. So now what I can do is I can have it go to origin, lower it down, and I've put a piece of tape on there and marked the center of the board and make sure that the laser aligns with the center, and then I can just go from there. So that's going to be the next step here. Hey, what's up, Frosty and Michiro? Michiro, okay. Welcome. Glad you're here. All right, so going to the laser now. Get this thing going, fired up. All right. So let me set up the camera first. And the dimensions she gave me, I also had to resize it, but that's an easy enough function to do. Excuse me. Boy. So now I got to get this. Ooh. That's interesting. It's a little bit bigger than. So I'm going to have to go. I have to change that a little bit. Okay. Not a problem. I won't be able to go from the center because it's a little bit bigger than my machine. So my center would end up being off, I think. But let's go to center and see how far off it is. So go to origin. Okay, why didn't it go to origin? I haven't messed with this in a while. To do anything. I am plugged in, right? Looks like it's going to be a pretty good height, actually. Let's focus that. Okay, so start from absolute coordinates. We'll try that. So let's move this over. Okay, I need to be. So I got to mark a spot here, so I know where the center is. Okay, I have a dot. Not too far. Let's get a little bit closer. Just trying to dial it in on the center here. So it's a distance of 1. Ooh, that's Almost perfect. Just dialing it in. Okay, that's about as centered as I can get it on that dot. Cool. So let me delete that because I don't want that there. And let's see where it is relative to the workpiece. That's not that far off, actually. If I can move it a little bit, that'd be cool. But I can't. So what I need to do is move this to the center and then move my workpiece to that center point. So now it's going to be a lot more playing around here. We'll go 2 millimeters at a time. I should probably get one of my kids out here to help me. And let's move that down. If I had a red dot, that'd be cool. But I don't. All right, we're going to go 5 millimeters at a time. I do have a ways to go here. Almost centered up or left and right. Now I just need to get the up and down. All right. That is almost centered there. Left and right, it needs to go to the left about a millimeter and up maybe a millimeter. Okay. There is a way I can type in or save these coordinates and then say, hey, that's my origin. I just don't remember how to do it. Left about half a millimeter. If I had a red dot, this would make this a little bit more precise. But when we're talking about a difference of a half a millimeter or so, in the end, it's not going to matter. That's pretty much spot on. Okay, I like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it. I'm going to move the drawing so the center of the drawing lines up with where the position is on my screen. And I am almost there. There we go. All right, that's as dead center as I can get it there. So, in theory, this should work. In theory. So, let me next. Oh, I need to figure out the height of the laser. That'll be the next thing. It's going to come down another couple millimeters. So we'll say 22. It was at 19. Oh, it's defocused just a little bit. That's perfect. Okay. 22 for that. And let's go ahead and home this. Absolute coordinates is what I want. All right, give me just a moment here. All right, now I should be able to frame this. I want to mark I want to make sure this is going to end up centered. Actually, let me get one of my kids. Hold on. Hey, Ella, could you help me for a second with the laser? Another thing I need to get is a remote control for this. While I'm waiting for her, I'm going to eyeball where the corners are. There's one corner right there. Yeah, that's cool. On the thing, can you hit the frame button that looks like a square? Hold on. Before you do that, let me put down these pieces of tape. Meow. Meow meow.
Have you seen those reels where it's like it's a cat, but then they have like a 3D printed like vacuum thing on it?
Yes.
I think we should get one for kids.
Have you seen the 3D printed things for chickens that make it look like a Tyrannosaurus?
Yeah. I love
All right, hit that square frame button. All right, do it one more time. You didn't do it.
I just clicked it.
So make sure these are actually good spots. Okay, it's actually down there. All right, one more time. Okay, I'm working on doing a custom engraving on a cutting board that someone asked me to do for them. Okay, that one needs to be up just a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to need it one more time. Hold on.
My head.
I know. Go ahead, Ella. One more time. All right, that should be good. Thank you. All right, so right now what I'm working on doing is centering this thing in my laser because it's much bigger than my bed. So that puts it about 3 inches from the edge, 3 inches from the edge, 3, cool. And then it should be also lined top and bottom. 3, we'll call it 3 5/8. Yep, 3 5/8. 3 5/8. Yep, cool. All right, so this should be, in theory, centered and square. The square part I wasn't worried about. It was actually centering it because it's so much larger than my machine, my normal bed. The bed is kind of offset from the opening in the machine. That it does weird things sometimes when you put something that's larger in there. Like it ends up being offset a little bit. So, hey, what's up, Keith? 100 subs giveaway live and sweet. Awesome. January 24th at 5 Mountain Time. 24th. Okay, yeah, I should be around. Cool. Yeah, so I'm doing a custom engraving on a cutting board. One of my neighbors, I've done quite a few bit of work for her. She has her own laser, her and her dad, but it's a diode laser, and they don't exactly know what they're doing. So some of the more difficult projects she asked me to help with, and so she sent me the file she wanted, the dimensions, and I got home. I pulled it up in Lightburn and said, okay, it's going to take me this long, and I quoted her a price, and they were happy with the price. So now I was just working on centering it, and I probably shouldn't take that tape off. I really wanted to measure, make sure it was actually centered front to back, but I can still do that. Just a hair under half an inch. Same there. Okay, it is centered. Cool. All right, now I'm good to start working. And you guys can watch the laser do its thing. Now, the fun thing with this is I have no idea what type of wood this is. I don't know how it's going to engrave. So I'm just going to go with some default settings that I know normally work. And if it doesn't look good, I'll stop it and start by, and I'll change the settings a little bit. Let me actually change it to, let's drop that down to 30. Now at 150. 40 should actually be good. 254 lines per inch should work good. I've got my height set. Put my fan on. Frame it one more time just to make sure. I like how that looks. Because if I screw this up, I can't fix it because, well, I didn't make this cutting board. Okay. Looks like it's going to work. Here we go. See what happens. Those settings look like they're okay. It's not too crazy dark. It is actually going in, like it's cutting away some of the wood, which is perfectly fine. As long as they put some butcher block oil on it, that'll be fine. I'll actually give them a can of cutting board oil. Well, let me make sure my air assist is on. Oh, good, it is. Oh, thank goodness. I'll adjust the camera here so we can see what's going on a little bit better with this. I have such a big tripod now that I have this light that it's a little bit harder to get it into certain spots. But I can make an adjustment here. Be able to see a little bit better what's going on here in just a few minutes. Oops, shoot. Ah! Okay, maybe that's too much. There we go, that should work. Yeah. Yeah, those tortilla presses are awesome, Keith. Like I saw the you did show one off. I hope that's you I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'll be back on, shoot, what's today? Thursday? Yeah, I don't normally come on Thursdays, but this came up and I figured it was a good opportunity for some people. Yeah, you did. That's right, you did short. So it was you. Okay. Yeah, I figured it's a cool time to just jump on and, hey, this is my process. This is how I do something like this. But Saturday, which is normally Scrapter Day, well, it will be a Scrapter Day. I'm going to be making some herb strippers with my CNC, but I'm also going to show that I can do it with a jigsaw and a drill press. And I am going to try to get more regular. It's been crazy the last couple of weeks. It just is what it is. Life gets in the way. No, I didn't watch Beard of Viking make them. No, I actually have some. I did with my laser. I made them out of cedar. But I want to come up with some like less generic designs. So these right here, actually, I'll probably give these away too. Speaking of giveaway, I have a lot of stuff I have to ship out. I've been meaning to do that forever now, and I just haven't gotten around to it. But yeah, I actually did these. These are like 1/2 inch cedar. I did on this laser. It took 3 passes, I think, and then I used my router table to round over everything. But it's a real generic design, but it works. Hopefully, I can sell some at farm market or whatever this year. But I want to do a couple other designs. Hemp and maybe some states, North Carolina, Virginia, stuff around here. A couple other things, just different ideas. And on Saturday I'll do a custom one for somebody that I'll then send out with everything else I got to send out, which is, man, it gets expensive, but it's worth it. Oh, I'm going to like my own video. Yay, like. I was so excited. Like, I got my CNC cleaned off, and now it's starting to become a mess again, but it's better than what it was. How much do you think it would cost to ship a board 30 by 30 to wear? From you to me. Are you looking for a particular type of wood? Or you look at, like, you want Arizona. So, like, what do you mean by a board? What are you looking for? You need me to cut it. Okay, I can do that. 30 by 30. Yeah, that just fits in my CNC. I can do that. Yep. So, what type of wood and how thick? What the heck? So, what town in Arizona? I'm just trying to figure out dimensions and whatnot. Ooh, wow, here we go. Arizona. You need to cut it. Seems you make a shelf in the shape of Arizona. Okay, cool. Mesquite. Ooh, I don't have any mesquite, so more like 30 by 24. Can I get mesquite? I don't know if I can get mesquite. But 30 by 24. Let's I'm going to use ChatGPT. Login, ChatGPT. Say 1.5 inches. Let's see what ChatGPT comes up with for a weight. Apache Junction. Okay, I'll get it for you. Order it. Oh, okay. Sure, that's fine. So about 30 pounds. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my Shippo account here. So create label. City was. I wouldn't charge you anything. Like, that's nothing. Apache Junction. Okay. So Apache Junction. Apache Junction. City's not blank. That was Arizona. Street. Give me a street that's not your street, but is an actual street in town. I don't want to dox you. And then the zip code. Oh, wait, I've got your address. I'm just going to pull it up. Keys right there. There we go. Got it right there. So let's say 31, 24, 2 pounds. So this estimates the cheapest would be UPS ground at $45. It would take 4 days to get there. So $45. Yeah, you wouldn't have to pay me anything. I'll trade you for a tortilla press. Still can't see anything on this video yet, really, other than the laser head just moving back and forth. But should be able to see the design soon. It's slowly moving its way up. Some of that stuff later. So what's everybody else working on tonight? Or not working on anything, just watching YouTube, I guess. You know what, while I do this, I need to paint my this board out of the way. I gotta do the painting of the coasters for my students. I was supposed to give them to them a couple days ago, but I wasn't at work because of reasons. So I've got these coasters here. Oh, shit. Oh, I said a naughty word on the YouTube. Oh, no. I don't normally show for myself, but if there's anybody on here that isn't subscribed, please consider subscribing. So there's the coasters I make for my students. Radiation symbol. I paint it yellow and magenta. Give it to them. What are you running? So, hey, Jack. Welcome. What I'm running, I'm doing a custom design that somebody gave me for a cutting board that they also gave me. Uh-oh. I don't know if I like that. What's going on there? Oh, no, that's fine. Whew. I thought there was supposed to be words there, and it wasn't. It was melding stuff. It's not. Oh, thank goodness. That would have sucked. Yeah. Yeah, the camera's at a weird angle and stuff, and it is what it is. But yeah, so I'm also, at the same time, going to be painting these coasters for my students. Boop. I just need a board, a piece of cardboard. Oh, there we go. I've got this board right here. So I save scraps like this that didn't quite work on the laser, and I can paint on it. Ew, that's nasty. Why is that all wet? Or moldy? That's weird. I don't remember it getting wet out here. Oh well. Saturday, I'll be making some stuff on the CNC. I'll be making some more of these herb strippers, but in different designs. And then I'm also going to do it on the jigsaw. Show that you don't need fancy machines to do it. You can just do it. Hopefully, I'm successful with that. Now, some of the more intricate designs, it's harder to do, but without the CNC. But we'll get it done. We'll have fun doing it. Hopefully, you caught that, Keith, about the estimated shipping cost and all that. If not, let me know. I've got all that information saved. Let's see here. Before I get to painting, check this stuff out. Yeah, there we go. The avid hunter wants to make a mount for a skull. I've done that. Well, like the guy gave me, it was basically driftwood that he wanted me to engrave. So I was like, sure, yeah, I can do that. And he had me do quite a few of them actually. They're like awards for some hunt club or something like that. I was like, that's cool. It works. Why is that not popping out? There we go. Got it. So I'm going to show you guys a little trick. When spray painting small objects. Once I get some of these separated, I need to do 2 of them. But I've got another 2 students that are going to be heading off to school soon, so I might as well get theirs done as well. If these will pop out. We'll see. So that goes over there. All those popped out. Good, good. That's yellow. That's magenta. That's all magenta. That's yellow. Okay. So let me get the tape actually. I'll show you my process for this because the laser right now is kind of boring. Let me get this set up here. Ugh. Yeah, my shop is a mess. Okay, so when I am, especially like this 1/8 Baltic birch, you start spray painting it and it just flies around everywhere. So what I like to do, take some painter's tape, double it back on itself, stick it down to the board, and then you can stick the pieces on there. And they won't go anywhere. It's cheap and it works. And that's a magenta. These are all magenta pieces. Okay. Another one that's magenta. The arrangement doesn't really matter until I actually go to like put it together, obviously. It just matters that it's stuck down. And I like using scrap pieces of board that, for whatever reason, the laser didn't like, so I just repurpose them as painting surfaces. And pretty soon I'm going to be investing in a air filtration system for my garage here. For the sawdust and stuff like this. I don't have a good mask filter. I also do a lot of painting in here either. Most of my projects where I end up painting something, spray painting, end up in the summer and I just do it outside. This I can do a much longer piece. On this side of the board, I don't cross my colors. Nope. Nope, I'm up the underside of that. I did tell them I was going to engrave on the bottom of these, but it's not going to happen. I have an extra. That's no good. I don't need that. Actually, I can do one over here. And I can do one there. I've got another board I can use to block the overspray. All right, now I'm all set up to go. Things aren't going to fly around as I spray paint them. And hopefully, with any luck, I have spray paint that's not all gummed up. It's one problem I have is that I don't use it often. It gets gummed up. So let's find my magenta. Ah, right there. I even do like the tip it upside down and spray it. That doesn't seem to work. All right. Some 3D card. Go to Hickory Saturday and get some 2-inch cherry. So, go to a town called Hickory? Or you're going to get some hickory and some cherry. Hickory. What state? I know we have a hickory around here. And if it's around here, oh yeah, Hickory, North Carolina. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm in South Mills, North Carolina. I don't remember how far away Hickory is, but I was like, man, I recognize the name of that town. Yeah, cherry's cheap around here. Cherry, cedar, walnut, maple. If you can find a local sawmill, like I pay $4 a board foot for just about anything of those varieties. Most of it's kiln dried too. Man, let's do the magenta first. West Penn Hardwoods. Okay. How far away is Hickory? It's not that far away. I'm going to look this up here. Hickory, North Kakalaki. Oh, it is a bit. Oh, you're out in the western part of the state. Oh, it's beautiful out there. Maybe that's why I know it. Did I drive through there or by there? I might have. So the marching band here pay extra for 17 by 2 and 6 foot. Wow, that's beautiful. 17 by 2 inch, 6 foot. Yeah, the Charlotte area. Yeah, I think I drove past there on my way right around Thanksgiving. There's a family-run tree farm in what is it near? I don't think it's all the way to Asheville, but it's it's actually in Virginia, but it's like literally right on the border, Virginia, North Carolina, and like it is way out there. It's a long drive to get there, but we filled up a enclosed trailer with Christmas wreaths that they make, and it's a fundraiser we do every year. Okay, good. That's going to work. I need another scrap board for my overspray. Do I have one over here? Ah, yes, I do. Ah, perfect. So I got paint on it and everything. All right, so in order to avoid overspray, just put that up, and then spray away. Let me wipe that off actually with a Q-tip and some alcohol. That has seemed to have been working. Yeah, out there, there's all kinds of neat trees and things. I haven't done much with hickory. That's the same as pecan, right? Or am I thinking of something else? Where are you going? Oh, in your pajamas? Okay. What movie are you going to see? Okay. You're going to sneak in? Maybe one of your coworkers is watching. Why don't they just do the employee tickets for any movie then?
Because you can't have employees. Like, people self-movie decide when you have movie tickets.
Gotcha.
And you like it's at least for a week after the movie comes out that you don't have an employee ticket.
Yep.
But like hashtag I want to see it now. So whatever.
Okay. Hashtag have fun.
Or I think I hashtag will.
Huh?
I said I think I hashtag will.
Okay.
Also, did I tell you that I'm cool and my coworkers invited me to Waffle House on Saturday?
Yes, you told me about that.
Oh, I think I'm gonna go.
Okay. Well, have fun.
Hashtag cool. Okay, bye.
Okay. Bye. Probably have to put a second coat of the yellow on. I usually do. Well, that was hashtag exciting. Did I get any on my black jacket? Nope, I didn't. Cool. Oops, I need to invertly spray that. All right, cool. Well, that was exciting. I'll glue those together in the morning before I go to work. Oh, we can start to see something now on the laser. It looks like. So let's take a look. See what we can see on the laser. Almost see something. Actually, if I move this, we will be able to see. Over there. Here's this bucket of tools. Now aha, there we go. Now we can see something happening. It's not super dark, but I didn't want it super dark. Yes, it's a 50 watt Omtech Polar. Just get the cherry, carves nice. Yeah, oh man, cherry does carve nice. But my favorite to carve with is cedar, though. I mean, you talk about carving nice. Whew! That stuff, man, is great. Going alive? What are you doing? That's mine.
Why are you eating it yet?
I ate half of it.
What else is in there?
I'm not as big back as you.
Like eat a whole pint?
I normally do. I can't really say much. I just wasn't feeling it that day. If you want it, you can finish that pint off. It's cookie dough. It's Ben and Jerry's. It's like the best there is. Yeah, about that. You're not. No. You're not combining both. You don't need that.
It's not even half a pint.
That's more than half a pint.
That's like 3/4.
Okay, well then you can have that. So yeah, it's a 50 watt CO2. Coated tumbler. See, actually, I have to do a tumbler for my wife. For Christmas, I got her a new one because her old one got dented. I don't like doing it. The rotary I have is not a chuck rotary; it's just a roller, and it's a pain in the butt. Like setting it up in Lightburn. Like there's a way to do it. I haven't found the best way to do it. Eventually, this year I'll have the laser paid off. How do you get away with doing a tumbler without using the rotary? That would be something I'd be interested to learn. But doesn't it wouldn't it skew the design? Like, I mean, I guess if you had a big tumbler, like a 40 ounce, the radius isn't too great. Well, I'm going to have to check that out. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to your channel. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out because I'd like to learn that. Hey, I'll be doing some CNC work on Saturday. I have a Shapeoko 3 XXL Pro. I've had it for 4 years now. Still kicking. I just got the oil kit for it. I've never oiled it. Probably should replace the belts on it too. Really, I need to tear it down and clean it because it's never been done. It's full of sawdust. But yeah, I'm definitely going to check out some of these videos. Ooh, if you know stuff about CNC, well, long mill you convert to plasma. Oh man, plasma cut would be awesome. For anybody else that's in here right now, I will go ahead and copy and paste your channel. Go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe to Jack. And Keith as well. I hate that they make it that only moderators can like click on the dots and then go to channel. They should make that for anybody. Like, it's such a pain in the butt sometimes when I'm watching somebody's live and I want to sub someone's channel. I have to actually search for them. It's a real pain in the butt. But anyway, I'm going to be doing soon for a band prop for this year some airplane propellers. I've never done a two-sided engraved before. I've only done 2.5D, one-sided. I think I have it figured out in my head how to index it to make sure that it lines up perfectly. Bounce to the beginning again. Wow. That's weird, Keith. I did that. You want some ice cream? What? No?
Everything's grossing me out.
Why? Because of dinner?
Because I have pork chops.
Okay.
And then I was like, what? Oh, where did I pass down? No, you purposely paid someone to stick needles into you.
Yeah. You've done that with your ears.
Yeah, but that was just like, and she like.
Okay. So you're never getting a tattoo?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Unless I'm like knocked out, super dead.
It's really not that bad.
No, I don't do needles.
Okay. Fair enough. So, Keith, in case you didn't hear before, hopefully you can now, about $45 to ship it to you. So, I don't know. I just told him he could finish off mine. It's not the whole thing. It's like half of it. You can have that there, the vanilla. He was going to be big back and do both.
Yeah, he's fat.
He's really not fat. He's thick.
He's got a little beer belly.
But yeah, Jack, if you're still there, I might have to hit you up for some suggestions on how to make do a two-sided carve. And I'll do a video on it. Whether success or failure, we'll see. Anyway, so this engrave is going to take probably another hour. It's a lot longer than what it estimated. It's never what it estimates. But I think I'm going to sign off. Go do some other stuff in the house. Well, in and out. I don't like leaving the laser for very long by itself. Getting the Mesquite because I need to send it as for okay. Yeah, just let me know, Keith. Send me an email, and like I said, $45 to ship it. I'll trade you for a tortilla press. Just let me know what you need done on it. So anyway, yeah, gonna sign off and do some other other things in and out of the house. But that's it for tonight. We hopefully, I don't want to jinx it, but hopefully successfully got this lasered. I'll get it wiped off and hopefully that's gonna be dark enough for her. I'll send a picture. I'll wipe it, get a picture. If I need to, I can run it again at a higher power. Yeah. It should be good. It's some weird wood. Anyway, yeah, that's it for tonight. I will catch y'all on Saturday. And yeah, as always, go make something. Thanks for stopping by.